Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and just before I get to you guys, fortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it is just cool enough at this time of night to actually don the iconic gear for this evening. And we've got another great one, ladies and gentlemen, and somehow the video is already played. That's embarrassing. So, following from the successes of Welcome Home Sanitarium, we have got Lepper Messiah to take care of. And without necessarily wanting to turn this into the sort of thing from the thing that should not be, Lepper Messiah is still, in my opinion, perhaps the dark horse of this album. Because, for those who may not remember this, I think it was Megadeth's Peace Sells But Who's Buying album came out at about the same time as Master of Puppets, if I can remember correctly. I'll have to remember whether or not Master of Puppets was either 86 or 87, and Peace Sells came about around about the same time. I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because the crown jewel still, I think, of that album is Good Morning Black Friday, possibly the best Megadeth song of all time, even better than Holy Wars and Tornado of Souls. But Lepper Messiah is still worth talking about. And bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I talk about The Thing That Should Not Be and Welcome Home Sanitarium and Lepper Messiah. I'll not spoil it yet, but I'm going to mention something near the end that I'm pretty sure those who remember will absolutely back me up on this. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Lepper Messiah in 3, 2, 1, and... 1, 2... Time to kiss your life goodbye.
Your Sunday
You know, KTF is kind of right when he says Metallica are the kings of transitions. It's not technically the expression that would have come to mind, the king of transitions. Mine is more like dribbling with your left foot. That's what I would describe Metallica doing. They are dribbling with their left foot. Maybe this is just because, this is English football terms coming into play here, but I love the phrase anyway. If you've seen professional footballers use their left foot in any context, you know fine well that they have got it. And that is what Metallica, they have got a left foot. And they're about as well as you seasoned veterans in Metallica probably know, they are about to put the boot in. No, I'm sorry. I'm putting that up because that is just perhaps the greatest little breakdown. I can't even replicate the sound. It's not even justice, but I've got to. It is. Is that Hetfield breaking in? Because that kind of, I don't know whether or not I want to say Hetfield or even Kirk is doing this, but it's one of those guys is up to this, up to no good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's absolutely almost incredible how often that song is overlooked, because I'm gonna just straight state for the record right now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to get this jacket off. I'm gonna melt. It's still almost incredible, ladies and gentlemen, that one, like I said, that song is as overlooked as it is. However, honestly, I feel as if like there is a bit of Megadeth worked into that. Mostly because of that, like I said, that left foot in the end, but also the fact that it sounds exactly like the kind of shit that Megadeth would write. They would talk about some abomination, some lie con artist. Because Megadeth have had their fair share of like gory spectacles of monsters and of traveling merchants and songs about people having sex in cars and all that jazz. On the other hand, however, Metallica has, I don't want to say less violent tendencies in their songs, especially even at the level of Lepper Messiah. But it's quite obvious is that there is something of an undying or almost an uncanny truth hidden in the details. For example, the fact that it starts the way it ends the way it starts, like the circus has left town, it has got what it has needed, and it has left. And in case you're wondering, ladies and gentlemen, the Lepper Messiah in question is just a con artist, believing that he could save a bunch of people from disease, leprosy. In reality, he's just asking people to, roll up. I will save you from the cure of leprosy for the price of 10 denials or whatever they would call that stuff. And the fascinating thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that this has not died away just because we've had things like leprosy under control. Well, not fully under control, but, in most first world nations, you would say, this is sort of like not really as an issue anymore. Then again, there are exceptions, don't get me wrong. And then there's also this wild chance of nay, joining the parade. People willingly proposing and absolutely resisting falling for this. Despite the fact that almost just like leprosy, we are deemed as the outcasts. We are seen as the people that nobody would want to come near us because we chanted no to something that seems almost too good to be true. And in consequence, we have to bow to the Lepper Messiah. We don't turn away from him, we bow to him. We bow to some hideous liar that we've placed our faith into, only for absolutely nothing to come true. We've been hypnotized, bamboozled, scaffolded off. That's not even a real word, I tell you. But that's the magic of stuff like in Lepper Messiah. They will willingly lie and cheat. You heard that line right there. Playing TikTok with power, because they know fine well it's only a matter of time before these people will come to their senses, or they'll begin to realize that they are not actually being cured of leprosy of any kind, and they'll have to tail it. And all this time, ladies and gentlemen, there is another very interesting element right now, is that when you hear Hetfield screaming towards the end, when he realizes that perhaps he's one of the crowd, and he looks all around and seeing everybody dying. Die. And before you know it, the circus has already gone. They have abandoned him. And realistically, ladies and gentlemen, it's perhaps one of the best songs about a con artist you're probably almost ever looking to find. In fact, that's kind of like an interesting idea for a song, isn't it? Songs about con artists, about how they can so willingly wrap people around their fingers and then literally fuck right off the moment trouble occurs. I'm pretty sure Iron Maiden have probably done something like that. Megadeth might as well. But oh my goodness, like it'll be interesting to see whether or not, like, well, even seasoned veterans of Metallica might probably come back and saying, you know what, it really is one of the... Every song on this album is a banger. Let's make that perfectly right, ladies and gentlemen. Lepper Messiah is, I still think, definitely one of them. And it's amazing that we're drawing ever closer to the end of this album already. And I know fine well some of you probably be working your minds about something, and I'm saving those two songs for last, just because I think they are more than worthy of being talked about. When I'm going to talk about Master of Puppets, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be the single most in-depth, the most coverage anybody's ever done for that song in their entire life. You guys are going to be in for a treat. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Lepper Messiah by Metallica. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the song for yourselves. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.